So as I'm patiently waiting for the boys to show up to go watch Fantastic Four, I'm next to concessions. I'm sitting down, chilling, just waiting for the boys so we can get our tickets, get some popcorn, put some Reese's Pieces in the popcorn. Actually, we went with peanut butter M&Ms, but I digress. I hear someone yelling. They're screaming, and it seems like there's some physical activity. I look over. There's a young male and a young woman, and they're in a very big argument. He caught her cheating on him, or he threw her phone. He whipped her phone across the concessions. They were screaming. Security had to be called. It was insane. It was a cinema, and it's unfortunate because they had a problem. What is it? $600, $800 for an iPhone 11. It's not too much now. Well, on a $500 budget, these skeets made a better piece of content than the movie I watched last night, The Fantastic Flop. I watched the original one. I didn't read the comics. I'm not a huge superhero guy. Whatever. But I did watch the original one. I really liked the Human Torch. I like how Mr. Fantastic was put into the whole universe, and the Silver Surfer was badass. Then I watched this movie, and I'm like, okay, Mr. Fantastic is elastic, and he also is very smart. Sue Storm obviously has insane like invisibility and barrier powers. It's super cool. Human Torch can do anything with fire. He can get up to supernova heat. And then the Thing is just a unit. He's just a rock Hulk. He's like Dwayne meets Ben, but it's actually also Ben. Whoa. But the sad part is 1/4 of those people actually use their powers. Sue Storm is the only one that did anything the entire movie, and she was pregnant. And she's the only one that did anything. Now, I gotta say, my favorite character, Human Torch, 100% of the time, always has been, always will be, out of the four. I liked the casting. I did like the casting. I like Pedro. I know there's a lot of things going around about him right now. I understand that. I like him. I liked him in The Last of Us, Game of Thrones. I like Pedro. I think the Human Torch in this movie was probably my favorite because he had really good casting. He did a really good job about being a dude. You know what I mean? A funny dude. And at the beginning of the movie, when he was there at the fire in the city and he sucked up all the fire, dude, that was one of the most badass things I've seen in a long time. But then they didn't use a fucking skill after. They literally did nothing. Sue Storm made things go invisible, and it was very, very important. And then she also, with Galactus, pushed him obviously into that teleporter with her powers. I get that. Like, she actually used her powers. That's sick. But not only did they nerf Galactus, but the other three didn't use their powers. Human Torch flew. He could have had a jetpack and nothing would have changed. That's all he did. He flew. That's literally it. And the Thing did 3 things. He picked up a car for children so they'd be happy. He ran through a few pillars to knock down a building, which structurally doesn't make any sense. And then he said, it's clobbering time, and cannonballed into Galactus's face, which did literally absolutely nothing. And then Mr. Fantastic was just smart. He used his elastic once, and it wasn't even to utilize his elastic. It was so he didn't get stretched apart. That was it. It's like, it was mind-blowingly bad from someone that didn't even read the comics. Like, when I'm going into the Fantastic Four, I want to see the 4 of them fight for their universe, do anything and everything they can with their powers to make sure they defeat whoever it is, which it would be Galactus. But when they said, okay, wow, there's nothing we can do. Wait, there is something. Levers. I know what we can do. We teleport the Earth. Why do we have special powers when we're just using science? Why do we have special... I get that they're setting this up for a second movie. Sure. Obviously, the Thing, or Ben, and whatever her name was, the ginger, I think Alicia or whatever, with the church, it obviously showed that they had a bit of chemistry, so that's going to go forward. And obviously with the kid, and you seen Doctor Doom at the end, you know that's going to happen, but you didn't even have Robert Downey Jr.'s face, nothing. Like, the baby, what do you show? You showed they resurrected her. He's the power of more than Galactus, to a destroyer of worlds, and he revived his mom. That's it. That's all you showed us. You didn't show us pushing Galactus. He could have threw Galactus through the sky. He could have destroyed Galactus's whole thing that he was like destroying the Earth with. Anything. Because if you're gonna stray away from the comics, because I looked more into the comics and I talked to my friends that went as well that were big fans, they nerfed Galactus into the ground, like real bad. Like, this guy can blow up a universe. It's like, it's not actual universes, but you know what I mean. They nerfed him into the ground. If you're gonna not stay true, exactly true to the comics, then make it fun, make it interesting for new people or people that have some interest in hero movies. Like, I love Spider-Man, I like Batman. I don't watch the Avengers really. I gotta kind of get into it, but whatever, right? I'm very unimpressed, dude. This movie was dog shit. It was dog shit. They're like, "Oh, well, he wants my son. We're not giving him to him. Let's teleport to Earth." And then because I'm not a superhero guy, I thought the mole was the same guy in The Incredibles. But it turns out The Incredibles just copied the Fantastic Four. And I was like, dude, I put that together after one of my friends said it last night. They were like, yeah, the mole from like the Invincibles. I was like, oh, and The Incredibles. I was like, oh, wait, Dash is super fast and pretty much can do whatever, which is Human Torch. He's really fast, whatever. The Thing is just Mr. Incredible, which is hilarious. Elastigirl is just Mr. Fantastic. And Violet goes invisible and has a force field. It's Sue Storm. And they have the mole. It's literally exactly like it. I mean, even the baby, and the babysitter who is close to the family, like Alicia would be, I guess, is Ginger. Bro, I can't explain it. It mind blowing. Anyway, so enough rambling. Movie was dog shit. I would say 8 out of 10 for how cool it looked. How cool it looked. How cool it was, 3 out of 10. I think the Human Torch had one thing where he sucked up a bunch of fire, which is dope as fuck. I think Sue Storm really did show decent powers. I think Mr. Fantastic didn't do a goddamn thing besides want to give up his son, but his wife wouldn't let him. And then the Thing literally did absolutely nothing but grow a beard and knock down some shit that you could do with artillery. Literally nothing. No superhuman shit the entire time. None of them. And I was just very unimpressed. But we'll have to see what happens in the next movie in 5 years? I don't. Yeah, just let me know what you think about the movie. I'll be interested in having a conversation, especially from people like if you're watching this, you probably know the comics, you probably know the backstory. I would love to know more of what you thought about it, but I'm telling you, from my perspective, 8 out of 10 how cool it looked, because it actually didn't look that bad. 3 or 4 out of 10 for actually the content. Like I said, the fight that someone was having outside the theater was better content and got my heart racing more than this damn movie. And that had a $500 iPhone budget because he threw it across the floor. And this probably had a $200 million budget. I don't know. Let me look it up. 120 million USD. So 150, $170 million Canadian. Yeah. So $170 million, and what I seen for 5 minutes before the movie was more entertaining. Hey, bye. See you tomorrow. Let me know what you think in the comments below, like I said, and subscribe, man. I would like to see you back here tomorrow. I upload every day. So anyway, guys. Oh, I forgot.